Hi, here's a tutorial for Teardrop by Massive Attack played by José González. Hope you like it. So first of all, I made a tab of the song, which I'll put in the description of the video. I'm going to refer to it while explaining the song and how I play it. Well, basically I divided the song into 3 sections, but let's say 2 main parts, which are section A and section B. And then there's the ending, which I call section C, but which is quite similar to section B. So we're going to really focus on the 2 first ones. And then there are 2 transitions between the verses that we're going to also have a look at. So the song is in drop D, which when you're in your standard tuning, drop D is simply you take your low E string and you just tune it down a whole step to D. So your E, your low E, is now a D. That's why I'm also using the other one for reference. And basically you have it. That's the drop D. Now there's one simple chord here, which we're gonna use in the song quite extensively, which makes this beautiful chord, in my opinion, which is a D sus2 with this really low D that we have now on the guitar. So let's dive into it. Let's take a look at section A. So section A, we'll just maybe talk about what the left hand is doing, which is not the most complicated part. It's actually what we're gonna do with our right hand, which is gonna be a bit more difficult maybe. So as for the left hand, as I'm already starting to do, it's like you have this position that you really want to basically lock on your guitar all through the song. We're gonna have this position locked, so it's the index on the 3rd string 2nd fret and the middle finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret. And so that creates the D sus2 chord, which I was talking about. And this is the position that we want to maintain like nearly for the whole song. Apart from that, as for the left hand, there's not much more, just the changes in the bass are gonna happen. So those I'm playing, so the bass here is this D, the high D, because the section A we're not using the thumb at first, it comes in the section B. And so here we're gonna change the bass, move the bass by using the other fingers. At least that's how I'm playing it, because I feel it's much more, well, I mean, if you intend to also sing the song while playing, you really don't want to think too much about what you're doing with the left hand. So locking this position and then just changing the bass with the other fingers, that's, in my opinion, that's the easiest way. So changing the bass, what does it mean? It means the ring finger is gonna play the 3rd fret on the 4th string, so the D, and then the pinky on the 5th fret on the D string. All right? And that's about it for the left hand. Now, for the right hand, section A. If you ever played arpeggios or finger picking style, it's gonna be helpful for this section. Basically, that's an arpeggio. We're gonna use those 3 fingers, index, middle finger, and ring finger. So here's the pattern. Basically, we're alternating between the strings and coming back to the D here, which is gonna, in music you call that a pedal. So always coming back to the D, but not on the first beat if you notice. I mean, it's like 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, by the way, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're playing always 16th notes. Da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And that's gonna be like that, like the whole song. Really, we're gonna play those notes and those notes only. The D here, which is actually the bass, but does the root even, but does not come on the first beat. It's on the second one actually. Da. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So that's it. And then when we're adding the other basses, so the first one, that's this one with the pinky. So you'll notice that since the bass comes after the beat, that's also true here. So yeah, with the pinky, and then third fret, that's the same thing, comes just after the beat. So 1, and so that's about it for section A. Section A, feel free to look at the tab. Section A ends with just repeating the pattern on those 3 strings. And then we're going to section B. All right. So section B, as for the left hand, well, not talk too much about it right now. It's the same position, let's say. We're gonna have the changes of bass, but that time it's gonna happen on the low string, but still 3rd fret, 5th fret. All right, but the position is the same. Now for the right hand technique, that's where it gets a bit tricky. So here's the pattern. So as you can see, now we're using the bass, and it comes in at odd times. It's not always on the first beat. So if I'm singing what I'm playing here with the thumb, it goes like this. Da, 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 da. So actually you can simplify it a little bit, especially with what the thumb is doing, because we could just play, for example, on the first beat with the thumb, and it would be an easier version, which would do something like that. See, so that's maybe a way to simplify it. Another way to do it would be just dropping. There's the moment where the bass comes in just in anticipation with the first beat. That's the second part of the bar, and we can drop this time. So I'm gonna show you. So it goes like this, down, down, and this time normally we do down, down. But we can just play it on the beat. So that's down, 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 down. See? So that's the pattern is quite similar, but without the anticipated note, like which does down, 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 down. Right, so simplified. Da, 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 All right. Actually, while singing, it's quite difficult to maintain the first pattern which I showed you while singing and through the whole song. And actually, in the cover that I made of the song, I do not do the pattern. I do not maintain the pattern all the time because it's quite tricky. The dum 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 dum. But if you manage to do it, that's fine. And then there's the changes in the bass, which I showed you, like with the pinky first. So pinky first on the fifth. Then third with the ring finger. Right? Then we have the first transition. Basically, you have still this shape, same shape with the left hand. I'm gonna really ask you to have a look at the tab here for what we're doing with the left hand, which is, in fact, we're climbing like this. But we're mostly gonna talk about what the right hand is doing again. We were using until now those three fingers here, index, middle finger, and ring finger, for the arpeggio. But now we're gonna have to switch a little bit to open the last string here. So actually, we're not gonna be using the middle finger anymore, and we're gonna play actually the fourth, second, and first string with the two fingers actually, with the index and the ring finger. So I'm gonna try and play it slowly. So. So that's the idea, eh? So here again, the tab is gonna be helpful. And then we're getting back to, again, the B section. The second part is like mostly like the first part of the section B, right? And then we get to the second transition, which is quite similar to the first one, except now we're going to the transition from this shape. So same thing with the two fingers here, but we're leaving the section B with the ring finger on the third fret on the sixth string on the low D, right? And so that's a shape that's kind of, especially when you're adding the pinky on the third fret first string, that's a shape that's really uncomfortable, but actually that's for a short period of time. So we're leaving here the section B and getting into the transition. We reach the 10th fret. And then we actually gonna play that note on the bass on the 8th fret, first 6th string, right? Same pattern with the fingers. Moving to the 10th fret, but going down with the index on the 8th fret. Repeating. All right. At the end, I just slow down a little bit. Something like that, and then same position, D sus2 that I play from bottom to top, all right? So this is a lot like with the arpeggio is not easy to, especially if you intend to sing it while playing. You'll maybe have, it's gonna be a bit tricky. As I said, there's certainly ways that you can simplify it, especially with this pattern with the thumb here. Really, you can simplify it, and actually in the cover that I did, I tend to simplify it as well. All right. So for any questions, you have also the tab. Don't hesitate if you have questions to ask me. Hope you liked it. If you liked, feel free to leave a like, post a comment, share, subscribe. I mean, that's a small channel, and so any contribution, any like is like greatly appreciated. And so thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye.